global village. Why then do you live back in the days? Don't be left behind. Join the new normal of digital world. Let radio and television be at your fingertips. Get news and current events, entertainment, sports, kiddies programs, and more at your beck and call on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Just visit and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media platforms. Then you are a global citizen. Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Voice of the voiceless.
Bring it on, bring it on. You, bring it on.
Life know the sweet though, hey. If some people know the hate you, so use the number 6 so and calculate. You go see the ratio. The beef self na me yo.
Alright, the 10th day in the month of October 2023. Good morning to you wherever you're watching us live on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Today is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and I'm sure it is a beautiful Tuesday morning on the other side where you're watching us live on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Welcome to another edition and another episode of Campus Gist on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Anything that has to do with, the world of the students, student news, and any news that is regarding, students of Nigeria. We take it priority to bring to your, notice and to update you on what is happening on our campuses and any gist that has to do with students of Nigerian students, basically. So welcome to Campus Gist once again on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. My name is Modupe, Akinyosoye.
Good morning. It's a beautiful morning from this side as well. Don't forget, you are today where your thoughts have brought you, and you will be tomorrow where your thoughts take you. You can never be greater than your thoughts. So therefore, think positively. On this note, I'm welcoming you to Campus Gist on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. My name is Risqat, and thanks for joining.
Once again, definitely thank you for joining us. All right, so let's take you through some of the gists and stories we have on Nigerian students. Let's start from from home.
From home.
Let's start from home.
Charity begins
at home. Look, so let's start from home. We have this very story actually, which is when I saw this story, not a cheering one like that. Basically because education is actually key, and we need to, as much as possible, especially when it has to do with government or government-owned schools, public schools, and federal institutions and all of that. We need to pay attention to them. All right, so Mapoli shocked as students protest fee increase. The management of the Moshood Abiola Polytechnic, Abeokuta of the state, has announced a suspension of academic activities for 1 week. The registrar of the Polytechnic, Mrs. Olubumi, disclosed this in a statement sent to newsmen on Monday evening. And she said the closing down of the school was due to the prevailing circumstances, apparently referring to the student protest, which rocked the students on Monday morning. And she also said that the temporary suspension of the academic activities is as a result of the need to address the prevailing circumstances in the Polytechnic. And the suspension of the academic activities will be effective from Monday, that was yesterday, October 9, to Friday, October 13, 2023. During this period, all students are directed to stay away from the campus until otherwise directed. And of course, the students of the school had on Monday morning protested the hike in the acceptance fee paid by newly admitted students, among other issues. And also the students who trooped out to the campus gate as early as 7 a.m. were seen in their numbers holding placards with inscriptions such as "No to increment of tuition fee, rector must go, release our result ASAP," among others. And men of the Nigerian police force were present at the scene. And even according to reports that even non-academic teachers were also protesting over 3 months salaries. Yes, unpaid 3 months salaries. And basically I don't know, when I saw the increment, I think it was like almost 15,000 naira over that, from 35,000 naira to 50,000 naira. That was the increment. Yes, 35,000 naira to 50,000 naira for intakes, new intakes to the polytechnic. And if you definitely think about this thing, especially in this current situation of Nigeria, where cooking gas alone to heat, it takes somebody that is even healthy to go to school, to send his children to school.
When I even heard the story this morning about the cooking gas, I don't know.
You were
See,
flabbergasted.
Like seriously, my morale just went down. I was just like, what is happening? 1,200. So let's assume that if I'm using 3 kg now, I have to have 3,600. And parameter itself, I don't have to cook gas because I will still keep managing. So the way the country is going, it's not seriously. It's not encouraging at all. Okay, now are we encouraging the students? Okay, let's assume it's even some children that they are not even ready to go to school. That their children are just their parents are forcing them to go to school. They'll just use this avenue of price hack of a thing. They'll just use it as excuse, and they find themselves on the street back to the street again. They start another thing. So I think the government should look into this price of a thing, and it's not limited to Moshood Abiola
Polytechnic.
Even in Lagos, because I think that was last month when I read the report about Lagos.
Even OAU, I think, but OAU has slashed back their tuition fee.
Okay, so now if we are battling with gas issue, we are battling with petrol subsidy,
inflation.
Now, so almost in every areas, inflation rate is coming to every areas.
Another thing that I was even thinking about is the reason for the hike. Yes, for some schools they will say because of the economy, everything has gone up and all of that. Though we've not seen reports of basically the reason behind the hike in tuition fee from 35,000 naira to 50,000 naira. There should be a tenable reason, behind that, or motive behind that. But also considering the students, not just the tuition, they are not just going to pay the acceptance fee. They are still going to pay a whole lot of fees that comes with hostel, this and that, even feeding, even material, and all of that. They have a whole lot of fee to pay. And even the aside from the hiking fee, they said the delay in the release of their results is also affecting the students. This same police students also talked about the delay in their releasing of their results. For instance, those who graduated in the last session have yet to be mobilized for service. Imagine, what do you expect? Well, definitely I would always encourage every youth out there that anytime, don't allow maybe the delay from the university or your institution to stop you from pursuing whatever. You can at that point maybe look for something that you've always had interest in doing. You can just maximize that period.
That's why every student should have, when you are going for formal education, you should as well acquire informal education, because in case anyone can work for you, you don't know. Okay, it is not everybody that goes to school, just like I do say, it's not everybody that goes to school that will use that certificate to do something. So you can just get another thing to do, which is all this skilled work of a thing. Definitely. Maybe sewing clothes or making beads. You can, from there you can start something, but do not allow that to discourage you.
And weigh you down.
Of course, and weigh you down.
Because even from an HND to somebody was trying to talk about his experience. He said, I'm in HND2 second semester, and I have yet to see the results of the exams I took in HND1 second semester. This is affecting students because they do not know their academic standing and how well to prepare for the next exam. Well, we're just urging our students to not allow this to weigh down. We hope that the government will do something, and they will have to find a way around. Either they will come to the middle, so to say, or how to balance things off, so that our student will not, and it will not exceed 1 week, because now the school has been shut for just a week. But let's just hope that it's not more than a week that the government will intervene in this. God help us, Sha.
Amen. God will help us. so sad. Now let's move to another gist. We have this one is a good news. So congratulations. Congratulations is in advance.
Okay.
Okay, finally, breaking news. NECO releases 2023 SSC results. I hope you've checked yours. Before I proceed,
I will tell somebody to help check.
I mean, I will call someone now to help me check mine. So the National Examination Council will today release the results of the 2023 Senior Secondary School Certificate to anxious students and parents. The delay in releasing the much awaited result is also delaying the conclusion of admission into universities this year. It will be recalled that NECO, which concluded the conduct of the examination in the early August 2023, had slated to release the results within 45 days, but the promise did not materialize. Information later filtered in that the results won't be made public on September 26th or 30th, but the two dates came and passed without any show. So later there was another release date of October 5, 2023, which did not also yield any results until the official confirmation today. Finally, that the results will be released by 11 a.m. today.
And the time is 11:25.
So I think 25 minutes ago, NECO has released that. Is it maybe when we check
results?
I think maybe when I check my own, I'll be able to confirm.
They
but yes, but as at the moment now, this is the breaking news that we have, which is finally NECO releases 2023 SSC results. So viewers out there, I think this is high time for you to go and check your. Have you got your? I don't know if they are getting their scratch card because are they still using it?
Scratch pin.
Because I remembered then when I wanted to check mine, I bought scratch card.
Yeah. I think it's still being used. So whatever that is concerned, don't mind Risqat. I don't know the NECO she's talking about, maybe the 2004 NECO or 2005 NECO. But this is 2023. So for whom it may concern, you can just go ahead to check if you can get your results, because this has been the reports that we got this morning. And talking about even the NECO, I think WAEC now is even trying to make something, improve in its system, in using CBT for WAEC as well. They are working on it. Yes, I saw the report I think that was last month, and maybe NECO too we can have that. CBT written tests, computer-based examination. So let's hope. Though they are still working on it.
But my question is, don't you think there will be high rate of manipulation?
So don't you? Is JAMB not CBT? Is JAMB not CBT? Have you not been using it?
Of course, I know JAMB is CBT, and if you can recollect the last one,
and even some UTME,
are
CBT, computer based. The thing is, I feel we should be proactive.
Okay.
And technology oriented. You get. The more definitely there will be some lapses. Even INEC that promised us electronical transmission of results during the election and all of that, though they mentioned that there were glitches and all of that, those are the things that we can, the loopholes are what we have to start. It is when we start we'll be able to know, okay, where the flaws are, what can be done, what should we do to improve and all of that. But in this era and century, we need to embrace technology. So I am actually welcoming that idea or initiative that WAEC will start computer-based kind of system. But then
I'm also in support of that, so that you don't see me as enemy of progress.
All right, so before we move on, let's quickly go on this short break, and we're about to give you more gist. Stay with us. Still Campus Gist.
Bring it on, bring it on. Bring it on.
Life know the sweet though, eh? If some people know they hate you, so use the number 6 and calculate. You go see the ratio. The beef self na me yo, whether na asu them relate to. So bring your own crayfish, we go mix so hola.
Gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bá gbà mú ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion.
happiness.
House of Zayana, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zayana, Letima Rojulowo Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀, ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zayana lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zayana wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road, adjacent Redeemed Church, Agape Parish, Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram, House of Zayana 08165688618. House of Zayana, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mall, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
It's Sir Justin World Music.
It all should be the sound doctor.
Jaja, it's Victor. What a ranking. Come fi tell them. For the Lord, I won't be the best. Anywhere them call people, may them call me first. Like the birds, they turn in at the nest. Father, hear my prayer request. Oh Lord, I won't be the best. Anywhere them call people, may them call me first. Like the birds, they turn in at the nest. Father, hear my prayer request. Say, I want to go back to mama if I don't make come for you. Say, I want to go back to her. I say, I don't make come for you. I say, me don't fear cause me get jaja. I tell them, say, my blessing is nana. Oh Lord, give me keys to the beamer. Just one dinner with my Rihanna. Oh Lord, I want to be the boss. I don't want to lose. When I enter darkness, make you be my thought. You know, my baby, no.
Alright, you're welcome back to Campus Gist on Al-IyamoyeTV and radio. Okay, so we still have like a couple of stories that we want to give to you today before we round it up. So quickly, let me start with this one here. This report that says employers rejecting core members in Northeast, NYC cries out. The National Youth Service Corps NYC has expressed concern over the rejection of core members by some employers in the Northeast region. The NYC director in charge of the zone, Mr. Garinwa Ishaya, stated this at a one-day core employers forum on Monday in Yola. And the theme of the workshop is deepening core employers' participation towards improved welfare and the security of core members. And he said that the trend was discouraging to the core members and the scheme, adding that they should be accorded enabling environments in their places of primary assignments to contribute to the socio-economic development of the country. So basically, NYC had to cry out over the rejection of core members by some employers in the Northeast region. Well, we don't know the reasons behind those rejection, but sincerely, I think that the purpose and the essence of NYC service should still be made significant because actually this NYC scheme, a lot of people have been kicking against it. Some have still been what's it called now? Some have still been trying to say that it's still relevant, we should still continue to, and some are saying the purpose of even the NYC has gone. Like people are not even getting, why they even started it in the first place. It's not being achieved anymore, and they should even stop the NYC. Now employers are rejecting core members.
Before I even put, I'll pick my own point from this story. I want to ask a question. That what do you think? Why do we serve? Like, why do we serve?
Okay, you're taking us back to
no, because I really want
of,
to get.
Part of it is to promote unity.
Unity. Okay.
Yes, promoting unity, and of course to prepare you. To prepare you on, especially youth, when you're done, that one service will prepare you towards what you want to do, or prepare you to welcome you before what do they call? I need to forget this. Market
struggle continues.
Struggle continues. Because before the market labor market. Thank you very much. This thing always, I always forget. Okay. So the labor market, before the labor market welcomes you. So at the NYC period, we welcome you. Prepare you, to what you are going to face. So I feel that unity, that's where they tend to post you to somewhere maybe you've not been before. Also learn, and part of it is also learn the cultures of different tradition of different states or different ethnic and all of that. As a Yoruba person, they post you to the northeast or post you to the eastern parts of the country. You get to meet different culture and ethnicity. So definitely those are basically.
Thank you, Modupe. Don't worry, don't let me stress you again. You see, all these things you mentioned, all the significant things you mentioned, to me, is of no use again. Yes, because you said to prepare us for the labor market. Okay, like for how many years you serve before you get job?
1 year.
1 year. Big congratulations. I have some people that.
It's not 1 year.
You said?
The service NYSC not 1 year.
Okay. No, it's 1 year. Like after NYSC, how many years did it take you before you get job? Or before you venture into labor market?
Actually, mine was different. I actually got somewhere almost immediately after my service.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations. So now let me talk on general perspective based on others, what people are facing out there.
I understand. I get your point.
Some people that they said
even after
it's more than 10 years now, and they're still indoor. Yes, because there was no job for them.
So why is the person still waiting for a job? Why is the person still waiting for a job?
The truth
and number
that,
one, see,
I
will not blame, but I will question some things. Number one is where you served. What happened? There are some people that are posted to schools. Well, I will understand the fact that you might not want to be retained in that particular school, but trust me, you should. How did you maximize your service time, your service period? Did you connect? No, sincerely, there are some parents that calm down. There are some parents that you meet, or there are some people that you meet that they might not directly give you the job, but they can indirectly even expose you to a particular organization or company. How well? Because yes, okay, let's say during your NYC period you were unable to meet people and connect and network and all of that. You mentioned skill the other time that you shouldn't allow maybe delay or whatever. You can definitely develop informal education. So 10 years, I must even blame that person for sitting at home for 10 years and waiting for a job. Even you can't get the job indoor. You are indoor, you're expecting job, white collar job. You won't get it.
The truth of the matter is that
but understand
as
the
a
fact
graduate, you can imagine walking into an organization and they're telling you that, madam, we've read through your CV, but we learned that you only have the year experience. Even we can't even add it to your experience. That 1 year thing. So you can imagine when you apply for a job, they will telling you, we need someone that has 5 years experience. 8 years. My dear, for the fact that you went to school, you struggled. Was that not?
But trust me, see that kind of tactic or question or whatever is old age. Not now. Trust me.
No, but no.
Yes. You know why? Even people in the corporate world, we even tell you how you can even answer that question, or how you can, respond with that kind of, statement that you don't have 5 years experience. Trust me, there are a lot of handbook lessons you can learn from interview sessions and all of that.
Okay.
Yes, you want 5 years experience. I don't have the 5 years experience, but definitely I am open to learn on the job. I am a fast learner. There are ways you can prove yourself and let them see that you are capable.
Okay.
Yes, you might not be 5-star kind of person they are needing. You get, please moving. You don't have to sit back and say, during my service, I didn't find a job immediately. Should I narrate how I got my own job?
Yes.
After service, I served at the Ministry of Information in Ibadan.
Wow.
But of course, before they can retain you, they cannot. You don't even think about it. You get. So I served there. I was not the only one that served there. We're enormous. We're plenty. You get. But then I knew that I'm not staying there. But because it's relating to what I studied. Yeah. So and even during my service, ministry, sometimes you might not have anything doing, just be there, do one or two things, but it's not that constant, it's not that everyday activity you get. And I had to complement that with teaching. I went to a private school, and part-time teacher. I applied as a part-time teacher, and I was doing that alongside going to the ministry. Now this was after service. I came to Abeokuta, and I interned at a radio station. I interned for months at a radio station without pay. It was the money I saved during my service year. And mind you, when I was serving, they were paying us 19,800, not the 44,000. How much are they paying me? I be 1 million. You people are enjoying. I was paid 19,000. So I was even doing extra. I was doing extra lessons. I was paid that 19,800 with the private school. That private school, that one was actually ridiculous. But it was part time. I was being paid 10,000 naira per month. I was doing extra lessons for I think secondary, primary. I joined everything together. I was doing that. I was collecting. So the money I saved from during that period, I came to Abeokuta. So that was what I was using to survive. Because I was not being paid during internship. I was just learning because I wanted to. I knew what it takes, and even my area of my line of duty or career. You have to sacrifice. You have to learn before you get. So
you have to lose.
I was not paid. I was just surviving with what I've saved with my NYC this thing. So from there's no excuse, my dear.
But you know that it is not everybody that have. I always say something. It's not
that is why we are even doing this program.
See,
so that we encourage you.
That's why we are doing this. Because it is not everybody that has this zeal that you have, or that's absorbed.
I get.
I have someone that. They offer him, he has an offer of 45,000 job, and he tells me I can't do it. I said, why? He said, how much is 45,000? I just laughed at it. I said, you are very funny. You are telling me 45,000 naira in this country, and you are telling me you don't want to do that kind of job. I said, my dear,
maybe the person, the person has maybe a higher opportunity somewhere else. So
the reason why I'm bringing this is that I want to advise our viewers out there that don't look at the measure of the money. Maybe thinking that the money is too small. How will I be a whole graduate? How will I be collecting 15,000? Did you? My dear, collect it though. It is from one place. You don't know.
Yes,
you don't know where
you start from somewhere.
Of course, you start from somewhere.
The journey of 1,000 miles starts with a step.
Of course, based on what we were discussing before we digress, we're talking about the significances of NYSC. Among of it is that we said to create unity among all the tribes in the country. My dear, is there unity again?
There's unity. Just that the unity is being challenged.
It's being challenged. So because I'm thinking that you see
facing various
challenges of a thing, to me, I don't want to see as if I'm discouraging. No, it shouldn't be scrap, but just that these people they should just put on their uniform. They should get their uniform and be collecting.
But do you know that? Now wait, calm down. Let me shock you. Do you know that let me not say majority. Do you know some people got the job they are doing till date from NYSC.
NYSC.
Yes. Some people, the connection they have today, the connection they have today is through NYSC.
But if we should put the percentage of how many people that got,
do your survey. I'm serious.
No, is it up to 5%?
Are you kidding me? If not sharing half, no, I'm serious. It could be more. Yes, do your survey. It's because those that you are just exposed to those that will tell you always complaining about NYSC and this and that. Trust me, I know a couple of persons that from NYSC they got what they are doing. From NYSC, even aside from company, they got the connection. Now from NYSC, they had their customers, like high paid customers. For those that are into tailoring, into they are through. It was during the NYSC. So for me, I would not say that. I would just want us to work on the challenges that are faced with NYSC, like this one now, rejection from PPA. Place of primary assignment, the employers are rejecting them. And they could. I could reason with them.
Of course they could.
Because there are some companies now that even their staff, they cannot cater for them.
They cannot cater for them.
Not to talk of... and when private sectors or private companies, you have to pay them. You have to pay NYSC. It's only federal. Of course, they're already getting,
I remember during my own time, they were paying us in that organization that I was working with. They were paying us 7,000
So a company that's struggling to increase the welfare of the staff, definitely they want to reject coming. But sincerely, we just hope that the government, every stakeholder in this, can do better for our NYSC. Let them enjoy their service.
Let them enjoy their service, because Nigeria is their father's land. They are serving their father's land. So, but wait, I have another question.
Okay.
If Nigeria is our father's land, please, where is our mother's land?
Heaven is our home.
No, because this question is always, I don't know, I always think about
if Nigeria is our fatherland.
They do say Nigeria is our fatherland.
And now, outside the country is our motherland.
Okay,
outside the country. Somebody said America.
Okay, America. Okay, that is good. I think on this note, I need to take a flight to UK. Because since you said Nigeria is our mother's land, then I'll go and take
Nigeria is fatherland. Then
since you said outside is our mother's land, so I'll have to take a trip to UK
to our motherland.
Yes, to our motherland to give you news there. So right now, I'm no longer in Nigeria. As you are seeing me now,
your motherland.
I'm already in my mother's land, which is UK. So I have this news here. 99,985 Nigerian students left for UK varsities in 5 years. Minister Tunji Ojo says. The Minister of Interior, Dr. Olubunmi Tunji Ojo says statistics indicate that no fewer than 99,985 Nigerian students left for the country to enroll in universities in the United Kingdom between 2017 and 2022. The minister disclosed that these are the opening ceremony of the 2023 University of Lagos International Week on Monday in Lagos. The theme of the International Week is breaking the borders of partnership. Every year, over 100 Nigerian students benefit from the scholarship for postgraduate and PhD degrees. I speak from students personally. We have hundreds of professionals and entrepreneurs leaving our shores to break new ground across our lands. And on our part, we must ensure that we play our part in the actualizations of their dreams. It further stated that these people, they must strive to transform lives locally and globally through triple intensity to deliver on social purpose. He said earlier in her welcome address, the Vice Chancellor of the UNILAG, Professor Folashade Ogunshola, said at the turn of the 21st century, the world had started to come to terms with the impact of globalization. So she said this was also on all its ramifications on how life will live in the present and in the future. In a nutshell, to cut the long story short, what we are saying now is that 99,985 Nigerian students left for UK varsities in 5 years. This is coming from Minister Tunji Ojo. So I think
Minister of Interior.
Based on what he said, these people, they travel out of the country in order for them to achieve their dreams and also in the quest for globalization. But now what I'm saying now is that can't they achieve their dreams in our father's land?
Not everybody. Like the like the figure just mentioned 99,000. That's between couple of years. So so you should know that it's not even up to the half percentage of Nigerian students that wants to further their this thing. So what I feel is just that if you want to achieve something,
Okay.
we are the way we can or the routes we can achieve differs from yours. It could be differ from yours. I could be hiring maybe a particular aspect of my program or course, and I noticed that it's this international university that has like they have the standard that I want. It's not a crime for us, but where you are taking us to, I don't know. You are taking us to where we don't know. No. But where you are taking us to is the fact that we should improve on our standard of education. But still then, even if we have the highest standard of education, that doesn't mean those that want to go outside to still further their education will not go outside. They will definitely. I even see this figure as still okay, like 99,000. Let's just say 100,000 is still like over how many youths that we have in Nigeria and the Nigerian students that we have, or graduates, so to say, to want to further. But let's just hope that we'll get better.
Yeah, we just hope we'll get better. But sorry, before we move, we proceed. I want to ask you. I'm very inquisitive. I want to ask this question: is that what if you have an offer?
Okay.
Like you have to pick one between you traveling to abroad, but when you get there, you are not doing anything, but just to do your masters and to further your education, and then between you going there and then between you staying in Nigeria and you further your education, and as well you'll be doing work, you'll be doing as part-time, and you'll be getting money. Don't forget that when you travel abroad, there's no money there attached to it, like
no stipend.
No stipend attached to that. So which one will you pick?
It depends. It depends on. I will have to weigh my options. See the different factors that embraces each. If the one staying in Nigeria will pay me more, definitely I will stay in Nigeria. I'm not a freak when it has to do with personally now. No. I'm not being general. Personally, I'm not a freak that I must go to UK, I must to study. No, I'm not a freak. Yes, if at that point in time I weigh my options and I notice that even going abroad, even without the stipend, will pay me more than staying in Nigeria, I will definitely take it. So it's a matter of which one pays me more. So I'll go for that one.
Because you mentioned something. You said quality. Quality. Yeah. So that's why I asked this question to see your response. But
all is well.
All is well.
Let's quickly round it up with today's World Mental Health Day. I just quickly want us to talk about it.
Okay.
So the overall theme for this year is mental health is a universal human right, because we underestimate or we talk less of mental health basically in Nigeria. So as commemorating the World Mental Health Day, the overall objective of World Mental Health Day is to raise awareness of mental health issues around the world and to mobilize efforts in support of mental health. And the day also provides an opportunity for all stakeholders working on mental health issues to talk about their work and what more needs to be done to make mental health care a reality for people worldwide. Why am I bringing this up? Because basically in Nigeria, it is youth that you in the midst of youth, that's where you basically hear mental health. My mental health is being tampered with. My mental health. This and that. Even some people are already using mental health as an excuse not to do something. I'm mentally down and all of that. But sincerely, let's be frank and be factual. Okay. Mental health is very vital. Of course. Because from your mental health can allow you to be either productive or less productive. Because if you are not mentally okay, trust me, like you mentioned, not everybody has that mental capability to say, okay, I want to move. Is it somebody that is mentally stable that will say, I want to pursue something, or I want to do this, I want to do that? So as you're celebrating the World Mental Health Day, make sure that we do what? We take our mental health very serious. But don't use that as an excuse at work. Say, I will not be able to come to my mental health as the papa meeting. like somebody I know, anytime you meet him, he will tell you, I'm going through a lot mentally. I be like, are you always going through a lot mentally? But
Mentally.
sincerely, that's just on the lighter mode. Let's take care of our mental health. Really, really, it's important.
But do you know that in every of our activities, our daily activities, our mental health contributes a lot?
Is
A
number
lot.
one.
Even let's say
part of the major.
out of 100%, let's say our mental health, it takes 60. Let's say
No,
50
it
to
determines your
60%.
day.
Because
No, it determines your day. That's just the basic. Your mental health
it is
determines
what
your day.
is within you bring out to people.
Definitely.
That replace your physical aspect of it. So that is it.
It happens to you. It happens to everybody that when you don't feel, you just don't feel happy. You feel somehow feel weird. Starting up your day. You notice that throughout that day, except you have a factor or you have somebody that had to, or you did something or you ventured into an activity that has to lift your spirit. You notice that throughout that day, anything you are doing, you will not feel yourself.
Of course.
So that's because of your mental health, and that's why we need to take our mental health very seriously.
Very serious.
And even that mentality that is start from that mentality that anytime you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, your day will not be productive. We need to work on all those, knowledge and mentality and orientation like that. But definitely, we'll be fine. Everybody will be okay.
But aside from all this psychiatric hospital, aside from there, is there another means someone can maybe go out to check your mental state?
Oh, okay. Of course. In hospitals. Yes, we have specialists that deal with that. Yes, you have specialists. They can. Sometimes that's why even psychologists do that too. Yes, your psychology. You can visit a psychologist. You can talk to a psychologist. Okay, you've experienced this and that. What do you think could be the cause? What can I do? And all of that. So there are different departments that can, answer that question. So on that note, we say happy World Mental Health Day, and we wish you a glorious and wonderful, fruitful day ahead. Because this is where we'll be drawing the curtain on Campus G's on Al-IyamoyeTv and radio. Do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook at Al-IyamoyeTv Radio, on Instagram at Al-IyamoyeTV, and on X platform, that's formerly Twitter, at Al-Iyamoye_TV. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Al-IyamoyeTv Radio, and definitely turn on the alarm button to get notification of our program. So thank you so much once again. I remain Modupe. Akinyosoye.
Don't forget that taking care of your mental health is an act of self-love. So if you are worthy of happiness and peace of mind. On this note, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain on Campus G's. My name remains Risqat. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
See us now, we don't glow. Take a look at me now.